one step closer to championship glory.
Here we go, gentlemen.
The playoffs are now in full force across the area.
Give your all maximum effort.
Round 2 brings about some rivalry rematches and a chance to prove yourself against the best in the state. Every team wants to practice on Thanksgiving.
I'm not done with football.
To do so, they'll need a win tonight on the Friday Night Blitz.
This is Action Sports Jack's Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.
It's going to be heavy. It's going to be heavy. If they don't come out and heavy, I'll take a timeout.
Oh, what a great season for Sean McIntyre and his Creekside Knights. Can they cap it off with an upset over their arch rivals, the Bartram Trail Bears? What a matchup and what a night of high school football. Week 2 of the playoffs all across Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia as the wall dwindles.
Yeah.
Less and less teams as we get further and further along.
Yeah, this is what's left. The teams that have colors involved in them are our local teams.
16 of them coming into the night.
All together. And so how many will survive? And not everyone can survive because we've got some matchups between, well, some locals like this. The playoff edition of the Battle for Longleaf Pine Parkway was Creekside and Bartram Trail.
I believe we call it our Game of the Week.
The Game of the Week, sponsored by Whataburger.
Yeah, and in the regular season matchup, it was Bartram Trail that took care of business. Well, they would do so again in this one. How about the Bears striking first? Lathan Biddle scoots his way up the field into the end zone. That was a touchdown before the ball got loose, 7-0. Then, a little bit later, not much going for that Creekside offense, but, hey, defense comes up with a big play. As the Bears went for it on 4th down, Biddle held up. That tough stop gives the Knights the ball. Speaking of defense, Bears with a big play of their own. Sergio Lanza steps in front of it, grabs the interception, returns it to the 1-yard line. Very next play, yeah, it's Biddle. Cashing in, number 33, plows in for the touchdown. Bears would lead 14-0 in the second quarter. Now, closing minutes of the first half. Oh, my goodness. Another turnover, and, well, this one's going to turn right into points. Zeke Cromwell strips a Creekside ball carrier, but an inadvertent whistle actually took the touchdown off the board. No worries. Riley Trujillo up top to Taylor Rhodes. That's another score
nice
there.
Play.
Yeah, what a catch there. 21-0 at the half. Bartram Trail pulls away in the second half as well. They go on to win 42-15. Let's hear from Marcel Robinson and the head coach of the Bears, Daryl Sutherland.
All right, I'm here with victorious head coach Daryl Sutherland. Diaz, this is our spot. We've done this before, but I don't think we've done this before after a 42-15 win against your rival from down the street in the playoffs. Just tell me how big of a win this is for you and the guys tonight.
Well, they're a fantastic opponent. They're a really well-coached football team. They fight hard just like our guys do, so we knew it was going to be a great game. But my prayer every week is, Lord, please give me more time with these guys. I'm not ready for it to be over, so I'm so glad that we've got more time.
It's funny, that first quarter you guys were up 7-0, and it kind of stalled. Everything sort of stalled for a little bit, but I'm going to attribute this to Will Brown, but I want to know for you, this thing opened up in the second quarter. What happened? What changed? What was different to stretch this thing open the way you guys did?
Well, really proud of our guys just for keeping their poise and staying focused on one play at a time, and all the things that we tell them as coaches, these guys really do a great job of doing that. The other part of it is they feed off of each other, and so when the defense made a play, that's really what sparked the offense, is just the guys love each other and they feed off each other's success.
Big complete win, offense, defense, special teams, but now, like you just told the guys, you got the opportunity to practice, get 1% better. How do you do that?
Well, same thing that we've been telling them all the time, and they've done a great job of doing, which is we come in Monday, get there a little bit earlier for film. For our weightlifting session, get there a little bit earlier and try and get one more rep in. Everything we do, try and do it just a little better than we did last week.
All right, well, that sounds like the key to success. On to another one, right?
Yeah. Praise God.
All right, Coach, we appreciate it. That's Coach Daryl Sutherland, winner, Bartram Trail Bears over Creekside, 42-15. Let's toss it back to you guys.
All right, so Bartram Trail is the 1 seed in that region, meaning they'd be at home no matter who they're playing, and I am going to officially advance it. It's 54-27 with 2 minutes to go. I think that's a safe enough cushion that Buchholz is going to beat Crestview.
You're ready to make the call.
I'm making the call. Buchholz advances. They will play at Bartram Trail, where the Bears beat them earlier in the regular season in a district match.
I'm still trying to figure out if Marcel Robinson was going to take batting practice after that interview or if he was going to catch footballs with those gloves on. I'll figure that out on NASCAR later on. The Reigns Vikings will try to defend the graveyard once again against Riverside. The Generals. First quarter we go. Reigns, quarterback Roman Bolles. Well, he does his job. He hands it off to Mark Miller. Finds the gap and darts easily into the end zone. Vikings strike first, 6-0. Failed 2-point conversion. New quarter, same duel. Bolles this time passing it to Miller. Gets tipped by a General, but Miller still manages to get it in his hands and skates right into the end zone. 12-0. Reigns, watch yourself over there on the non-grass surface. Third quarter, Generals trying, I don't know what kind of surface it was, to get into Vikings territory, but here comes Jamari Whitehead. Quarterback sack, Generals forced to punt again. I mean, just dominant on both sides of the ball. Reigns in Generals territory once again. And Bolles keeps it himself.
I'm with head coach Donovan Mazzoline after a massive win against the Riverside Generals. A total blowout here at the graveyard. Coach, what did you see from your team tonight?
I saw grit. I saw fight, offensively. We had some drives that we got to make sure we finish on, but defensively they came out, man, execute the game plan. And they played Reigns Viking football tonight. Every game is not going to be, sometimes it may not go the way you want it to, the way you game plan it, but, at the end of the day, the goal is to get a W. And that's what we was able to do tonight.
Yeah, you hit on it with that defense out there. It was one of the scariest defenses I've ever seen. Most quarterback hits I've ever seen during a game. Talk to me about those group of guys.
Man, it's a mindset defensively, and it didn't just start this year. It started way back in 2012, when Duran Wiley was the head coach. And he had a mindset about how the defense should play, and we carried out his plan, and that's what we're doing now, continuing to put them through situations in the summertime where they have to work hard. Everything is not going to be easy. To put them in adverse situations and get them to respond. Respond being uncomfortable. And when you come out on Friday nights, we make practice hard all week so they can come out and play like they did tonight.
What is your message tonight as you go into that locker room and extend your season by one more game?
Hey, just we got to go in there. We're gonna enjoy this tonight. Because the past 3 years, second round has been our nemesis. So it's good to get over that hump. And we'll make sure that we snap release and get ready for whoever we have to play next week.
Perfect, Coach. Enjoy your win tonight. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
All right, so it's Reigns on that side. What about Matt Toblin and Bolles ready for another state title run and maybe a chance at Reigns? Hosting Bishop Moore tonight. First quarter defense was good on both sides. Tanner Hogan with a heck of a read and a good tackle on the QB. Down 3-0. Bolles on the board in the second quarter when Kavon Miller on the Wildcat. He just has a knack for finding the end zone. Would do that a couple of times on this night. Bishop Moore, by the way, got the lead at 10-7 when they tried a double pass, but back comes DJ Moore. Naeem Burrows on the receiving end, and they got it inside the 5-yard line. And then, well, here's the touchdown I told you about once again. Another one for number 3 into the score, and Bolles just kept scoring. It was 14-10 at halftime, 28-10 was the final. Bolles against Reigns is what it will be next week as we take a look at 2M Region 1, and here it is on the board, on the wall that says it all. And, boy, we've had some really good Reigns-Bolles matchups in the past. This one will be at Bolles. Both teams playing their best football, it appears, right now. Been some inconsistencies, Weber, but Bolles has found itself. They got a big win over Buchholz a couple weeks ago, beat Episcopal, and now wins today. And Reigns, I think, will be ready for him after a shutout win.
The wild thing is that both of those teams did not win their districts.
Yeah.
Bolles and Reigns.
Bishop Kenny won down here, yeah.
Yep, and this is a region that had 7 out of 8 local teams. So we had a good feeling it was going to kind of look like this towards the end with the local teams dominating. And here we are, Reigns and Bolles. You can change the classifications all you want.
Yeah, that's right.
We're back with another Reigns and Bolles game. I wanted to actually show 1M Region 1 because last week they took the week off. Everyone was trying to reschedule games, worry about things. Well, in 1M and 1S, we don't have any teams in that 1S bracket this year. They waited an extra week because it's one less round of playoffs in those smaller classifications. So it's the opening round for Trinity Christian and University Christian. Let's head out to Hammond Boulevard. Check it out.
We work it out. We work it out.
So not a lot working for Trinity Christian early on against Orlando Christian Prep. Conquerors with the ball. And check out Colin Hurley, the LSU commit, to Miles Burris. But this drive would stall, no points scored. And luckily I didn't get hit by that receiver. It was good. He didn't get me. We're good. Visitors
That was
actually,
a good shot,
actually got
Weber.
a first and goal at the 3, but credit Bryce Kazmierczak and that defense. They get the stop on 4th down. So next drive, Trinity gets a little something going. It's the 1-2 rushing punch. First, Darnell Rogers, he gets a big pickup to the near side and a first down. We go to 3rd and goal inside the 5. Let's go to the other big back. Gators commit Treyon Webb. He's in for 6. Trinity is finally on the board, and they turn off the lights, and I hate their new lights when they do that. But you know what? It's fine.
Everybody's got it now. We're getting used to it.
It's great for the crowds. They enjoy the excitement. Speaking of excitement, this is Sean Murphy from Orlando Christian Prep. We don't generally show the other team, but how about this kickoff return? He had another one that he took all the way back to midfield earlier in the game. Well, this one he takes to the house. You see some OCP fans in the background. They're excited. Orlando Christian Prep actually took a 13-7 lead into the half. However, it's Trinity Christian that comes away with a 4th quarter lead. 23-13 is last I saw. So we'll get that final for you here in a little bit. I'm pretty sure that was the final score. We haven't seen anything change on that in a while. But 23-13 Trinity at last check.
All right, can University Christian set up the rematch? They've got First Academy at home, and right from the jump, the offense was moving the ball, and into the human highlight reel, Orel Gray with, well, him doing his thing. Look at the spin move, spin move. That's a double spin move. He's got the green gloves on, all right. Can identify Orel easy. They all do, really, I guess, so maybe not. Touchdown. Then it's Allen Woods, the 3rd, able to add another touchdown. 15-0 Fighting Christians at this point. They appear to be on their way. But First Academy actually clawed back with a couple scores. It was 15-13. They kick it back to UC. Well, you kind of got to do that, right? Well, don't kick it to number 4. This guy's so good. So good. And we've been watching him since 8th grade, by the way. Heck of a return. He got it all the way.
Unbelievable.
I mean, wow. What a run by Orel Gray. UC takes care of business. 42-13. They'll get another crack at Trinity Christian next week.
30-13 the final for Trinity, by the way. Just check down that.
All right, good.
They ran them out. They said it was an accident. It was a fluke. They had guys sick. They had guys out. We got the same guys. They got the same guys. Let's run it back and do it again.
All right, so how about another rematch? Baker County and Baldwin. The Indians won in McClenny earlier this year, 30-7 in dominant fashion. But let's see how this one goes. Great long drive to start things off for the home team. It's Cortez Martinez. Puts the finishing touches on it with a short touchdown, 7-0 Baldwin. Then, after a fumble, Indians get it back. This time through the air they go. Jalen Hitchens to a wide-open Kelvin Brown. The freshman keeps his balance, and just like that, it's 14-0. So they're on their way again, right? Wrong. Wildcats looking for a spark. They get it in Cam Smith.
Cam.
Talented running back, just shedding tackles. Nice pickup there. Almost broke it.
I thought he was going to stay on his feet.
Then from midfield, it's Davion Dean, and there he goes. Gets to the second level. You ever catch a number 2? You talk about a 1-2 punch. It makes a lot of sense when they're numbers 1 and number 2.
That's a good way to
How about this?
describe it.
Baker County battles back. They were down 14-0. They come back to win 31-29 after a failed 2-point conversion late from Baldwin.
Eastside taking on 10-1 Bradford in the 2A Suburban Region 2A.
Baker County plays the winner of this one.
Absolutely. Well, in the second quarter, Tornadoes go to the ground for answers, and Willie Pollard aces the test. Breaks it outside, nothing but green in front of him. The 50-yard score makes it 14-0 Bradford. And that will probably do it with that defense. Final seconds of that Eastside quarterback trying to give his Rams some kind of spark, but no. C.J. Karn causes carnage with the interception. The defense of Bradford is awesome. Like, that's not dramatic. It's not an overstatement. They are that good. Pollard, look at him go into the end zone. 55 yards for another 6. You really just need one touchdown with the Bradford defense. 37-0. We will get Bradford and Baker County. Jamie Rogers against his former team. We got a lot of fireworks coming up
play all
next
48
week.
minutes this time.
Between those two schools. So to come, we head north of the border of Georgia for round 2 in the GHSA playoffs. Stay with us. Coming up next.
We are the Orange Star Raiders, and you watch the Friday Night Blitz. Go Raiders.
This is Action Sports Jack's Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.
Hey Making it kind of like it's New Year's Eve at Bartram Trail. That's a victory for the Bears. They beat Creekside, and it's on to a Thanksgiving week, week 3 of the postseason. Welcome back to the Friday Night Blitz. Brett Martineau, Stuart Weber, take us to Georgia.
Let's do it. We got these 3 teams here. Ware County and Charlton County both won their regions. Camden County did not, so they had to go on the road in round 2. But let's get it started with Ware County, and they were playing host to Chamblee tonight. All right, Coach getting the Gators right before they head back out in the field. Gators going blow for blow on defense before Chamblee gets on the board first. So here we are. Ware County able to get it back. Gators punting. Deep man made contact. Gators recover. Can't make anything happen. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. Nico Smith hits Kasai Jones on the near sideline. Nearly takes out our guy Nick. Next play, Gators rolling. Jarvis
Hang in there, Nick.
the recipient of this pass behind the defense before he's shoved out. Couple plays later, drive stalls, kicker comes up and he drills it. Ware County was on the board. They were down 7-3 at the half. Well, how about this? Let's check out the final score. 24-7. They scored 3 touchdowns after Nick leaves, and he had to leave because Ware County is not close to Jacksonville.
No, it's not.
That's a drive. He had the run, so 24-7, your final score there.
I can't believe you sent them there. Dooley and Charlton County meeting for the first
We got
time
all the
since
games, man. What are you talking
2000.
about?
All defense in this game, including the first play of the game after the kickoff. Galen Lilly with the quarterback sack. Second quarter, Bobcats trying to cross midfield. Darian Jones ends that mission rather quickly for the Indians. The Indians' mission toward a state championship will end tonight. Bobcats get the W. This was tight the entire way. In overtime, 14-13, Charlton loses.
All right, let's go to 7A, highest classification. It's Camden County. They had to go on the road to Grayson. That's a suburb of Atlanta. Early in the second, Rams up 7-0. Camden pulls the rabbit out of the hat. Little trick play. Mason Robinson lobbing it up, and it's tied up at 7 apiece. Very next drive, Rams punting it on 4th and 3. Jamar Lee Riddle with a nice little 30-yard return here would put Camden into good territory, but they could not find the end zone again. Grayson ends the Wildcat season 28-10, your final score in that one.
Flashes against the Hornets. Yeah, we're talking about Hilliard. Big pass to Nate Roman. He runs it in for 6. You can't see because they didn't get it, but it happened. Hornets respond. Jordan Murphy catches short pass and gets popped in the end zone, but it counts for a touchdown. Lafayette at the end of the day beats Hilliard 31-13. To region to Escambia, hosting Lake City, Columbia. Is that where we're going next?
Let's do it.
Opening kickoff. After the entries, angles toward the sideline, stays in bounds, and Columbia is Rontravian Tolliver at the 3.
If we're showing it, what do you think's going to happen here?
I would assume I know, but I never know on Friday nights when I'm looking at that for the first time. 97-yard return right off the rip. Now that's a highlight. You love to watch. You better get there on time to get that highlight. 7-0. How about another big play? Columbia's Rashad Bradley pressures Emil Steele. I like that name. Picked off Jaden Robinson. Robinson brings it back 73 yards for the score.
Just got his All-American jersey yesterday, by the way.
That's right. We just put him on.
Going to Florida.
Sports Shock.
And that's why.
And it was 14-0, and Columbia wins, right?
They did. They denied a late 2-point conversion. They win 17-15. Wow. As for their opponent, still to be determined. They're out in the Panhandle. As of last check, Choctaw up 23-21.
Really? Wow. Pine Forest supposed to be really good.
That'd be the fourth quarter. So we'll see what happens with that one.
All right. Hey, more to come on the Blitz, including the play of the day. It's been a terrific second week of the playoffs so far. Stay with us. Recap all the winners from the night. What's your name? What is it? Colt? Hey, Colt said, can I be on TV? I said, sure. I can make that happen.
Was his name Colt or Cold?
Colt. It was Colt. Thanks for saying hello to us, Colt. Thanks for being out there. Bulls, Bulldogs, get it done. It'll be Bulls and Reigns next week.
We are the Bishop Snyder Cardinals, and you're watching Friday Night Blitz. Go Birds!
This is Action Sports Jack's Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.
All All right, this one late into the office, but we wanted to get it to you. Union County hosting Madison County. Winner of this one plays Lafayette, who beat Hilliard. Union County's been eliminated by Madison County twice in the last 3 years. They've never beat them. Well, how about this? Tip ball, down 3-0. AJ Cortez to Gavin Jenkins. That's a touchdown, 7-3. Let's check out the final score from this one because Union County beats Madco. Wow. 27-16. First time they have ever done it. Ever.
How about that? Let's go with play of the week. How about it?
Yeah.
Orel Gray.
He's good.
Yeah, he's been good for a while. He was good tonight. Watch the run on the kick. It was 15-13 at this time, so it's a huge play. They regained the momentum, and then they blitzed him. But watch the spin at the end. Boom! He's so good. Really, really good player. It's University Christian against Trinity Christian next week. Should be a dandy.
One of 3 all-local matchups. You also got Rains at Bolles, and you've got Baker County at Bradford. Also moving on, Columbia, Bartram Trail, and Ware County, and Union County.
Yes.
That's everybody. All 10 teams that are left. There you go. We'll see you later.
Thanks for watching Action Sports Jack's Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it. On Fridays, the sound of high school football echoes through the night, and the Blitz is bringing those sounds to life.
This is our field. Let's go and get them.
More passion, more highlights, more coverage of the best games on Friday nights. Action Sports Jack's Friday Night Blitz, Friday at 10:30 on Fox 30. Sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.